What's up, y'all? It's your boy Big Steve back at it again, and today we're going to be talking about Diablo 4 and Season 3. So let's dive in. Now, from the start, I played Diablo 1 when I was a kid. I played Diablo 2 in my teenage years, and I played these games a lot. Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 are they're legends in the ARPG genre. Most ARPGs refer to Diablo 2 when they're making their game or how things went. When they made Diablo 3, I was very disappointed then. A lot of people say Diablo 3 is good now, but it took them 30 seasons or something to get good. For me, I don't count Diablo 3 really as a Diablo game. And now I'm at the same point with Diablo 4. Now, I made a Season 3 character. I got to level 28 and I quit. I'm stopping on that. I said, what am I doing? There's no point in playing. And now why I say that is I played the shit out of Season 0, Season 1, and Season 2. In Season 2, I even done a lot of Duriel runs. I got a lot of Uber uniques like the Grandfather, Doombringer, Shaco. So I played it a lot. And what I realized is for Season 3, they took out some of the stuff from Season 2, and it's not as fun. Season 3 is the same game as Season 2, which I played the shit out of, and Endgame is just running Duriel runs. It's pretty well going to be the same thing. The mercenary pet thing they added, for me, I didn't like it. I'd rather actually have a mercenary. You got some stupid, like, robotic spider. Well, anyways, I'm not going to get into it too much, but I didn't like it. And that goes back to them adding things and taking them away. I've said this before, the base game, what they have as the base game, it isn't enough for the game. And here they are adding things in, taking them away, adding things in, taking them away. I feel like as a Diablo game, it does not have all the old stuff from the old Diablo games. I feel like it's a game not made for me anymore, and it could be for many of you too. There's just not enough things to grind for. Usually you have like rare items to grind for, stuff everybody knows, or materials. It's just not the game for me anymore. And that's the same thing with builds. You can tell when they're doing nerfs and buffs what builds they kind of want you to play, and certain aspects they make for certain builds. It's like, this aspect is like super good, play that build. I feel there's not enough creativeness in the game. I'm going to refer back to Last Epoch. Every skill in that game has its own talent tree. So you could have a meteor, say you're a fire sorceress or whatever, a wizard, whatever you want to call it, and you have one meteor that drops down. You can go spec into different talents where you could have 5 meteors drop down, or you could have one big massive meteor drop down, or it leaves burning damage when you can do a pile of different things. For a game that recently released for an in the ARPG space, I would pretty well say it's garbage. The fun comes out of the game within the first few days usually, and like I said, there's not enough to grind for, and this just comes back to maybe it's not made for me. And I see a lot of other people saying the same thing. People are bored of the game. There's not enough to do. There's no fun. I see a lot of streamers saying there's no fun left in the game, and that's bad, because I had so much hope for Diablo 4, because when they were releasing it, they said they're going back to the old gritty darkness of Diablo 1 and Diablo 2, and I was expected things like that. For me, going back like Diablo 2, Stone of Jordan, stuff like that. I remember when they first had some of the patch notes and stuff you could see before the game was even released, they had items like that, and they were even talking about coming out with ruins, and it had me so hyped. But the state of the game as it is now, and the way they do things, they're also releasing leaderboards and something else midway through the season. Most people are going to be quit by then. and I'm not coming back for it. And that was like last season, season 2, just before Abattoir of Zero came out. I quit. When that came out, I did not come back for it. And like I said, the end game grind is pretty well the same thing. You're going to do Hell Tides. So they actually shorten the cooldown on Hell Tides so you can be in there longer. Yippee, right? So no, you're just going to be farming materials, which most people just buy online so you don't have to play Hell Tides or farm the other materials for Duriel. It's super cheap. I think this game just needs pretty well a full overhaul. And I know everybody's been shitting on the game before, but this is the final straw for me. After this, I'm uninstalling the game, and like I said, I don't even care if it was like, wow, this is a pretty good patch. No, I want to see a game overhaul for me to come back to this game, because there's so many other good games out there. You do not need to be playing this. As of right now, I'm playing Monster Hunter World. World of Warcraft Season of Discovery Phase 2 is coming out. Last Epoch is coming out. And eventually we're going to be getting a Path of Exile too. So you do not need to put your heart and soul and your hope into this game. You should not need to have hope for the devs to do the right thing. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I just wanted to give my thoughts and opinion on Diablo 4 Season 3. But that's it. Hit the subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.